Good morning. Good Wednesday morning, my friends. It's me. It's me, Mitch, and welcome to Morning Coffee with Mitch on this hump day, the 6th of May. Let's see. Nothing special about the 6th. It's not Cinco de Mayo. It's not May the 4th be with you. It's not my birthday yet. Just a plain old Wednesday, so here we are, and let's get to it. Let's get to it while the people start to come in. Look forward to this every morning. Drink it if you got it. Yes, yes. Lewis is here. Hi, Lewis. Watching the chat go by just like you are. And 57 people. Okay, we can start now. Wow. You know, I say wow a lot. I don't know why. I noticed that when I watch my videos, I'm always going, wow, wow, wow. Sorry, guys, that's just the way it is. It comes out. I'm showing my excitement, and it's real, honest. Honest it is. Well, about to start 2 very busy days full of activities, physical travel, dentist appointments, Orlando today, birthday celebration tomorrow. Ask me on Friday morning whether I was really up to it yet or not, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I was watching Kilter this morning, and Nelson, there's still a little confusion about what's going on today with Kilts and me and the showing tonight. And Nelson, if you're watching this, you'll probably agree with me. They're trying to kind of figure out where Kilts is going to be at any given time. Well, it's like herding cats. It's like herding cats because he never stops and he goes off wherever he wants to and he travels like crazy. And my dentist, of course, for the 175th time in the last 2 days, by every means at all possible, I'm surprised Western Union has brought me a telegram reminding me that I have an 11 o'clock appointment. That is the most annoying crap. Are people really that ditzy? They can't remember a friggin' appointment without 100 reminders. I just got another text from them. Wow. That deserves a wow, wow, wow. But, yes, dentist, I will be there. I've never been a minute late for any of your appointments in 30 years. I never missed any of your appointments in 30 years. Am I the last reliable human being on the planet? And have we all become that irresponsible? I can't believe it. It's not just the dentist, it's every doctor now. And they all got these computer programs that annoy the hell out of you. And they call you on the phone and play recorded messages. And on those recorded messages, you have to sit there and listen to 5 minutes of instructions first. If this is an emergency, call 911. Our hours are, you know the drill. And after 5 minutes, it says, press 1 if you want to confirm this appointment. And you sit there half the day on the phone listening to these idiots. I hang up. I just can't take it anymore. And I'll leave them guessing whether Mitch is going to show up until the last minute when I walk through the door. That's mean, but it feels good. A little payback for them. And I tell them every time I go in there, please do not send me all this automated crap. If I say I'll be there, I'll be there. Oh, wow, wow. There's my little rant for this morning. And I'm sure many of you can identify with that. All right, where was I? Oh, I was talking about happy things. Tomorrow is my birthday. Tomorrow is my birthday. Tomorrow night, it's Mitch's 79th birthday live stream, Thursday, May the 7th at 7 p.m. We're going to have a panel. This is me. This is me. See the resemblance? Yes, sir. 79. Oh, my God. Okay, enough of that. And tomorrow morning's live stream at 7 a.m. is also the first part of the birthday celebration, and there will also be a panel. So I hope to see you. If nothing else, I want to meet you. Come in and say, happy birthday, Mitch, and make it a happy birthday for me. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. At about 9 o'clock this morning, I'm jumping in my car. I'm driving to Orlando. I got a dental appointment. Going to get my teeth cleaned. Kiltsy, as you saw this morning, if you were there, had to leave early to get to the airport, and he's flying into Orlando this morning. And I don't know how he's going to get from the airport, rent a car, Uber, probably Uber. He's going to his office. CNY Fertility has an office in Longwood, Florida. That's about 3-4 miles from where my dentist is. So when I get done at the dentist, which will be sometime around noon, Kilsa will be done with whatever he's got to do at his office by around noon, and I'm going to drive over there and pick him up. And we're going to spend the rest of the day together. I know that much for sure. We are going to meet Nelson for lunch. So Nelson, if you're listening, we plan to be there for lunch. And as it stands now, as I understand it, like I said, it's like herding cats. Kilsy's going to spend the night in Orlando. The original plan was for him to come here and spend the night with me at my house, fly out of Melbourne Airport back to New York tomorrow morning. But I don't think he could get that flight. So he booked a flight from, I think, Orlando to New York. And he's probably going to stay in Orlando, probably get a hotel room. So more than likely, unless I misunderstand something, like I say, we're just up in the dark. But this is my best take on it yet. Kelsey will not be here with me tomorrow morning to do his live stream from my house. He's got Bart Kay as a guest tomorrow. And I'll be doing my live stream on my own here at 7 a.m. in the morning. So that's the plan, subject to change. The one constant is I'm going to spend the day with my buddy, and I think we'll have a good time. If I'm getting tired later in the day, if I feel like it would be too much on me to be driving home at 10 and 11 o'clock at night and then getting up early tomorrow, I may take a pass on the screening. We'll see. I have to play by ear too. So the two of us are basically going to be playing it by ear. Here's to that. So that's the State of the Union this morning, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope I don't get involved in too much traffic. Not really looking forward to the dentist. Not a joyous thing, but it's something I have to do if I want to keep living with my own teeth instead of store-bought teeth, which the thought of that just, nah. As long as I can hold on, I don't care whether they're gleaming white piano keyboard teeth or not. They are what they are, but they work. I can chew. And, yeah, Yeah. My son yesterday went to Publix and got some rib roasts. And I said, buy me a rib roast. He said, well, how many? I want a bone in. I said, I want to have it so I can do my my new Teifer oven test on how well it does a rib roast. I said, I don't know, give me something with about 4 bones in it. Little did I remember that 4 bones is about this big. The beef bones are big. So he comes out with this thing. It's 13 pounds. 13 pounds. About this long of most gorgeous rib roast. I cut it in half. And I vacuum sealed the bigger part of it. I managed to get it into a big vacuum seal bag. And I put it in the freezer. And I took out, let me see if I can find it. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'm going to try to show it to you. I took out this about 5-pound rib roast. That's vacuum sealed also, because I'm not going to cook it today. May cook it tomorrow, but I want to make sure it wasn't going to spoil in the fridge. And it's gorgeous, and I am going to be looking forward to that. And instead of a birthday cake for me tomorrow, that's going to be my birthday cake. That big rib roast, and I will have it for dinner, and I'll take some pictures of it. No, I'm not going to put a candle in it. That's silly. It's just me. But we're going to try that sink oven thing out and see how well it makes a rib roast. When I'm going to eat all that food, I may end up freezing some of the leftovers too. It's a lot of food, at least for me. So that's my plans for tomorrow. We'll see how the day goes. It's more activity than I've had in the last year. Lori Weitzel, good morning, Lori. How you doing? You were the first one in when I created the stream. In the middle of the night, Patricia Butler came in after midnight. Lady June in England, good morning to you. Of course, Mike Seeley, first one in at the crack of dawn from Tampa Bay. Brian Dish, good morning, Brian. Says good morning to all the Mitch Fits, and Humaira's here, and this is kind of a repeat of what we do every morning, and the loyalty and stability of you guys is tremendous. And Jerry Voitis, good morning from Ponte Vedra Beach. Good to see you. Rick, good morning from hot and humid Florida. Yeah, it's going to be a warm day. It's supposed to get up to about 87 here today. Wayne Herman, good morning to Mitch and all the friends from Lake Gaston, North Carolina. And this is Chris Wayne says, good evening, Mitch, from New South Wales in Australia. Hope I can keep awake. I hope you can too. I hope I can keep awake. We have Mike Seeley Sr., of course, right here in Melbourne, Florida, says good morning. Bill Cook says good morning. Barry Simon, good morning, Mitch, from Massachusetts. Tammy Patarchis here, good morning to you. Liz is here, good morning, Liz. Loretta's here, Loretta Wallach, good morning to you. And Donna Ray is here, good morning, Donna Ray, how are you? And Rick, not Rick. Peter, Pretzel Pete is here with us. How you doing? I didn't even read it, it just flashed up. The length of the name was about the same as Charger Mopar. I thought it was Rick. 2 prolific posters, both of them, Peter and Rick. But this one's Peter. How you doing, Peter? You were really going to town on Kelsey's stream this morning. Wow. I don't know how you type that fast. Honest to God. Larry Ryan. Good morning, Larry. Enjoyed a visit from the good doctor. Because, well, I hope I get the good one, not the bad one. Brian Dish, how you doing? Good to see you, Brian. And, oh, wow. Sorry, Robbie. Brian beat you to the punch this morning at 7 a.m. Yes, first one, but Robbie was right there. Robbie was right there. I didn't see lambs this morning, so hope everything's all right in Holland. But you guys were the winners. And Rick chimed in right at 7, and Bride's Biscuit, Kevin, Corgular, happy birthday Eve, Mitch. Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? My last day of 78. I'm not going to feel that much older tomorrow. My philosophy has always been about birthdays. You're not any older. You're only one day older than you were the day before. The rest of it is up in our heads. So for that reason, these milestone birthdays don't bother me that much, but I'm afraid as I look forward to 80 that one might sink in. And I might have to admit that I'm not a kid anymore. But for right now, I still feel like a kid, and I want to believe that I have a lot of that kid in me. Marla Kelly, good morning to you. Good to see you. And Grab Jiu-Jitsu Yvonne. Okay, Yvonne. I'll try to remember the name. Thank you for putting it in there. Yvonne is Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, I may forget it for the next time or two, but we'll get it. It takes a little while, but eventually. And this is not a function of being old. I've been that way since I was 12. I do not remember names until that association between something and the name actually gets into my permanent memory and out of my short-term memory. So, Yvonne, good morning and welcome to you. Sandy Blythe, good morning, sweetie. How you doing? And Lucy Work is here, and put QQQ in the chat. If you got any questions, comments, or anything you'd like to steer the conversation towards. Today, I am not going to go overtime. I've got busy work to do before I hit the road, and I'm going to have to hit the road. I always end up getting there early because I'm never late for anything, because I always leave enough time for any contingencies. And the potential delays caused by traffic, and that's why I do it at my appointments in the middle of the mid-morning, or late morning rather, or early afternoon, is because the chances of me being stuck on some interstate or toll road somewhere between me and the dentist greatly diminish when it's not the rush hour. I have that luck. I went to my son's yesterday. To have a cigar with him yesterday afternoon and to pick up that 13-pound rib roast. It's usually a 15, 20-minute ride. I got to get on I-95, though, and go up a couple exits, probably about 7 miles north. So I got there no problem. I got the rib roast in the car. I get on the interstate. I get down the entrance ramp. The traffic is almost a dead stop. About 5 miles further up the road, some moron managed to roll his van over into the median, or what small area where the guardrail is that separates both directions. And it took me an hour of stop and go to get through that. So you never know. A story of my life. And, you know, I put up my hands and say, if I'd have known, I would have taken just regular streets. I would have got home in maybe a half an hour instead of an hour and a half. But I finally made it home. And the rib roast was none the worse for wear. None the worse for wear. Louis, hello. How you doing, Louis? Are you still here? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, he says, I am here. That was 15 minutes ago. Well, 20 minutes ago now. Wow. Doesn't take me long to get behind. Chuck from Clearwater, super tuned. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. And Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Good to see you. Danny Boston is here. And Lizzie says good morning. Brenda McIntyre says good morning. Uncle Charlie is here. Somebody's birthday is coming up. Yes. I wonder who. No doubt about that. And yes, Lizzie, wow, wow, wow. You got it. Yes, wow, wow, wow. I don't even realize I'm doing that. I don't even realize I'm doing that. I don't know, maybe I'm channeling Billy Mays when I do those reviews of appliances. Y'all remember Billy Mays? Billy Mays for OxyClean. He was very entertaining guy. Very entertaining guy. Okay, let's see. People are starting to talk to each other. Melissa R. in Texas, how you doing? And yeah, put the microphone over here as I lean over, you can hear me. And it looks like Gary is here. Gary says, I heard cats. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Gary? Excuse me, everybody. Thomas, Target Prime Rib, how are you? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Who's new? Who's new? We've, Don Chagra's here. Don, how are you? How are you, Don? And also we have Brian B. Matt. Hi, Brian. How are you, my friend? Good to see you this morning. Oh, my God, look at this name. Happy to be loved by Becky Lee. Wow, what a name. Well, good morning. Good morning and welcome. I haven't seen that one before. Again, there's a name that just cries for some parsing and some way to tell where the words start. At least he capitalized. He capitalized most of the words. That at least helps you to break it up. And that's a good trick. If you've got a handle that can read 3 different ways like an anagram, capitalize the first letter of each word, and it's much easier to decipher because YouTube insists on having no spaces in our handle. Sometimes underscores or dashes are a big help. Danny in Boston. Hi, Danny. I think I said hi to you already this morning. And conversation. Don't forget the QQQs, guys. Don't forget. And I was showing my little birthday graphic, and Thomas says, it looks like me. Yeah. Did you see the family resemblance? I started smoking at a very young age, smoking cigars, and I'm still here. How could that happen? How could that happen? Everybody commented on the baby. Looks like Baby Butch from Looney Tunes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I adopted that thing as my kind of my logo way back in 2018 when I started that's 8 years ago, the Old Guy to Drone channel. And I used that same birthday picture because I always celebrate my birthday since I've been online. And every year I get out the graphic and change the number. 1 year older. I think I was like 71 or 72 when I first used it. So maybe one day I'll pull that graphic up into Photoshop and I'll change that number to 100. Maybe would be something. Would be something. Looks like Baby Mitch is mad about it. You know me, there's always something to be mad about. The secret is try not to let it ruin your day. And Peter's here wishing Bill, I guess that's Bill Cook, good luck with. What the hell is ketosis surgery? I never heard of that. Never heard of that. Well, Bill, good luck. Good luck. Let's see. We have Faith. Focused Food Freedom. Good morning, Mitch and all from Lakeland, Florida. Karen. It is Karen, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. How are you? How are you? Good to see you this morning. Bride's biscuit. I want a son to buy me rib roast. Well, I paid for it. Don't get me wrong. He just did the legwork. I paid for it. That rib roast. How much do I owe you, Mike? $160 will do. It was $156 and change. Now, he went ahead and bought himself the whole loin and cut it up. He bought two of them, actually, and cut them up into ribeyes and hacked off this hunk, and they packaged it for me. I mean, there's a lot of food there, but that's why I don't eat ribeye every day. $156. That's sticker shock. Honest to God. And Graham Jiu-Jitsu, Graham Jiu-Jitsu, Yvonne just asked the question, what is the consensus on soda water? This will be the last thing that I give up. Well, Yvonne, soda water is just water with some carbon dioxide bubbles in it until you put crap in it. So that question's impossible to answer. Just basic seltzer is just water. Mineral water isn't bad, and most of these bottled waters like San Pellegrino, Topo Chico, and all of those are just fizzy water. Then we come to the artificially sweetened sodas like Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, and all that stuff. And I'm not a fan of artificial sweeteners. I think they start you down a slippery slope, especially if you're a carb addict, you're addicted to that sweet taste. There are some sweeteners that everybody says are much better, like stevia or monk fruit or those, but it's still the sweet taste that does everything. And then there's full-blown corn syrup laden things like Coca-Cola. I think it's an individual thing, and do what you want. And I don't know what soda soda water you're addicted to or that you're drinking. But if it contains anything other than water and bubbles, I would do whatever I could to wean myself off of it. And you might have to wean off of it, cut back until finally I don't miss it. That's about the best way I can answer that. And it's Erin's birthday today. Lest her birthday get ignored because I'm talking about my birthday, let me wish Erin a very, very happy birthday. I don't know what birthday it is, Erin. I don't know how old you are. When I look at you, I think 19, 18, but that's impossible because you got 10 kids. So, but you look so young. Happy birthday to you, my friend. Enjoy. Okay, it was Bill Cook having the surgery. Good luck, Bill. Good luck to you. And Karen says, happy birthday, Eve, to me. Thank you. I'm sure I'll be getting a lot of happy birthdays in the next couple. At least I hope so. Hope somebody cares. Oh, yeah, a candle. Yeah, Lizzie, a candle. There was a room on that cupcake for 79 candles. It would have been, I'd have to have the fire department standing by. Although I did think about, when I saw that, I said, how cool would it be if that cupcake had 79 candles? But the thought of that much graphics, I could have used AI maybe to create a graphic, but I just like that graphic and I save it. It's in my hard drive, and every year I pull it out and then increment it by one. Rick is talking about Milton, the menace, is tearing up his computers. I missed it last night. Yeah, once again, 8:30 at night. I'm not ready to go on live streams. But Rick said they're talking about that Russ's live stream was a good one last night. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Hey, somebody new. Jerry Hall, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jerry. And Mannix Gaming is here. Hello, guys. Listening to older people to max knowledge. Maxing knowledge. And there's the birthday girl. I'd sing happy birthday to you, but terrible things happen when I sing. Small animals and critters die, and it's just horrible. So I refrain from singing. Rick says, Mitch might like the latest video from Dr. Abs explaining why smoking does not always cause cancer. Well, I might like that, but I don't need anybody to tell me. I don't need. If I thought my puffing on a cigar would cause cancer, if I thought there was any risk of any harm from me puffing on a cigar, I probably wouldn't do it. I'm firmly convinced it's actually beneficial for me to puff on cigars. I've had doctors agree with me, probably cigar smokers themselves. I was talking on the phone with Kelsey yesterday, and we talked about the cigars, and he basically mirrored my feelings about it and said, it's just unbelievable how relaxing and stress relieving it is to sit quietly with good company and good conversation in a nice setting and puff on a cigar, as long as you're not inhaling. And why can't people get it through their heads? You're gonna vaping, according to them, is okay. You're sucking all these chemicals and shit into your lungs, but that's okay. Smoking marijuana is medicinal. That's okay. But puffing mouthfuls of smoke that you don't suck down into your lungs, you puff away, and maybe the worst you might get is a little secondhand smoke. That is deadly and going to kill you, because you're a smoker, and you're not a smoker. A smoker is somebody that sucks in smoke into their lungs. And they say, well, you'll get lip cancer, you'll get through it. No, you won't, especially if you're healthy. Number one, the carnivore lifestyle is pretty well a cancer-fighting lifestyle. If you're old, fat, and sick, yeah, and you walk around with a cigar or constantly in your mouth all day, you get the same problem that people who chew tobacco get. Constant contact with certain skin and being susceptible to cancer in general. But the benefits of relaxation and stress relief, which is very healthy, far, far outweigh. And the ability to just simply annoy people is worth a price of admission, believe me. You're not going to smoke that thing here, are you? Yeah, goddamn right I am. Got it. People should just mind their own friggin' business when it comes to telling other people how to live. Be the example. And if people think they want to follow, they'll follow. But stop forcing Stop forcing your morals and your lifestyle down everybody's throat or else. That's the problem with this world right now. So do your own thing. If I see another one of these comments, I'm going to scream. And I got a comment this morning. Why do you use paper towels when you cook your bacon? You're losing all of that beneficial fat. You know, whoa. Why do people feel the need to tell me what's wrong with me? Nobody knows what's wrong with me better than I do. I don't need reminding. I don't need reminding. Yeah, Aaron says, today is mine. Yes, Aaron. And Lambs finally got out of bed. Hiya, Lambs. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for coming. And you got here at 7:21. I'm 15 minutes behind. I'm catching up. It's great. That's great. And everybody's saying happy birthday to Aaron. May 6th. May 6th, you were born one day before me. About 40 years later. How about that? My daughter's birthday is the 4th. Aaron, between you and me, evidently the finest people in the world have their birthdays during the first week of May. Would you agree? I'll bet you would. I'll bet you would. Let's Junk More Health. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Glad to see people keep coming in. Everybody's wishing Erin a happy birthday. Yes, and she deserves it. With 10 kids, you make it another year. That's a milestone. It's an accomplishment. I still don't know how she does it. Honest to God. Yeah, and Sandy just ordered another mule. They're good pants. You can't get. I keep trying to find the 12 inches. They got the 10-inch ones, but the 12-inch ones are hard to find. I still got a couple of new ones sitting under the counter, so I'm good for a few years with those things. I figure one of these days I'll start getting the 12-inch ones back, because with all the bacon I eat, I need that extra room. Happy birthday, Mueller Band. Happy birthday, Aaron. Aaron, getting a lot of play here. Getting a lot of play. Yes, thanks, everyone. Talk about Billy May. Question. There it is. I got that one already as it came over, but I hope I answered it for you. I hope that answered it for you. What is this? Lizzie says, $150 is a sale price. Yeah, that was on sale. That was $12.99 a pound. Imagine a 13-pound rib roast if it was like $20 a pound. That'd be $260. Holy cow. I mean, it's crazy. When I say holy cow, there must be something holy about that cow to get all that money. Can you imagine that? Crazy. Crazy. Another question. Yes, Brian, Ari, how you doing? Mitch, what was the best cigar you've ever had? And have you been saving a special cigar for your birthday celebration? I've had so many over a life. I've been smoking cigars for 55 years. 55 years. And I was in the cigar business. I would like to say proudly the best cigar I ever had was the one that we made, called the Exclusiva. It was made of great tobacco, but then I'd just be pulling my own chain. There are hundreds of really great cigars. I can't tell you what the best one was. I can tell you that the worst ones I've ever had were Cuban cigars. And they're the ones that are, because of the forbidden fruit hook on them, the fact that they're illegal in this country, all the Cuban companies moved, when the embargo hit, they moved to the Dominican Republic, took their tobacco seeds with them. The climate is pretty much the same. And the best cigars started coming out of the Dominican Republic, like Arturo Fuente, Olla de Monterrey, all the old Punch, all the old Cuban names now were made but they still made them in Cuba. But in Cuba, they had no laws against using DDT insecticide on the tobacco crops, which they didn't do in the DR. And when you get a real Cuban cigar, you're going to get some of that DDT in with it. And when you smoke those Cuban cigars, it actually gives you a little buzz. Most of the Cuban cigars are counterfeits. They are. They're factory workers from in Cuba that take a few cigars a day home and they package them up and they're the worst of the worst throwaways. And most of those things that people, hey, it's a Cuban cigar, made me gag. They were terrible. They were terrible. But I don't have a special birthday cigar. I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Barry Simon sent me a box of cigars, which was fabulous. It was a Hall of Fame, Baseball Hall of Fame commemorative cigars. And I already smoked 2 of them, and I may smoke one of them tomorrow on my birthday because they're very, very good cigars. Very good cigars. Hope that you satisfied your cigar curiosity for this morning. Okay, that's part of a conversation, and Aaron's getting a lot of play here this morning. Yes, yes, sir. Brian Dish says, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Aaron, and happy birthday. And everybody's wishing Bill good luck. Aaron's birthday, and I'm just the announcer this morning. Let's let Aaron have her special day. The only thing special about my day is going to be I get to spend some time with my buddy this afternoon with cleaner teeth. And we have Susie is here. Susie Marsh, good morning from delicious Detroit. Never heard it called that before. Never heard it referred to as delicious. Happy birthday. And Amy. Hi, Amy. How you doing? Good to see you. She says, hi, friends. Hi to you. Hi to you. Everybody's saying hi. Happy birthday, Aaron. Lizzie says, your smoking cigars benefits us too. I'll drink to that, Lizzie. I will. I'll drink to that. Thank you. Thank you. And thanks to Barbara, Grandma Barb. I got an email this morning from Barb. I don't know if she's here. I haven't come on her yet, but she remade my song, A Normal Man, to reflect my 79 years, because towards the end of the song, there is a line in the song that references 78. But she apologized because she said that she couldn't, she uses AI to put the music to the words that she writes, and she could not use the same music. So I got a song with different music now. And I listened to it, and it's good. I think I may like the music on the first one a little better. It's this one. You've heard that. Someone ask your opinion. That's the old one.
I stopped trusting numbers on a wall. They rise and fall, don't say much at all. Every plan had its moment in time. Worked for a while, then crossed the line. Ran around.
That's the first one. Here's the new one. Longer intro.
I stopped trusting numbers on a wall. They rise and fall, don't say much at all. Every plan had its moment in time. Worked for a while and crossed the line.
I think you can understand the words much clearer in this version.
Food, good nights, familiar game. I turned the photos face down then. Didn't need to meet that version of me again. But I always knew my face, rounded back then, soft to shape.
So at any rate, that's a new version. I love it. It's longer. It's a longer version. Very, very good. Thank you, Barbara. It's unbelievable how these computers can produce music like that. Unbelievable. I'm sure they have templates and different styles and everything you pick from, but wow, great deal. I saw a question just came in. Question: are you saying? This was from Greta Brunswick, a name I don't know. Hi, Greta. Question: are you saying that people who smoke cigars don't inhale, or just you? Please don't yell at me. No, I'm not yelling at you. That's a great question. Great question. All cigar smokers do not, all true cigar smokers, all people that appreciate the flavor. Inhaling a cigar is like taking a $3,000 glass of wine and going glug, 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 and chugging it like beer. How many people chug wine? Well, people that are trying to get the wine into their body real fast and don't care what it is. It could be rubbing alcohol as far as they're concerned. They are not wine drinkers. And cigar smokers do not inhale. The only cigar smokers that inhale are 30-year cigarette smokers that are trying to give up cigarettes, and they switch to cigars, and they just can't help themselves out of force of habit. If I inhale any cigar, if I accidentally breathe it in, and it's only happened to me 2 or 3 times as I can remember, I will cough up a lung. I can't do it. I can't inhale cigarettes. I can't inhale marijuana. I can't inhale any smoke. I've tried 1 cigarette in my life, 1 marijuana cigarette, and I accidentally inhaled a mouthful of cigar smoke, and every time it took me 15 minutes to stop coughing. So yeah, the question is, any cigar smoker, if it doesn't even have to be an aficionado, who's not a wannabe recovering cigarette smoker, is never cigar smoking. And Kiltz always says, he says, yeah, they used to smoke the Indians. They used to smoke peace pipes. I don't believe they inhaled. Maybe they did. But no, we don't inhale. We don't inhale. And in a cigar, there are no chemicals. Nothing is added to a cigar. It is a pure aged tobacco leaves rolled up. There's no paper, there's no chemicals, there's no added nicotine. There's probably plenty of nicotine in a cigar. You probably absorb some of that nicotine through the mucosa in your mouth. I can put a cigar down and not smoke one for 2 weeks. If I was a cigarette smoker, I couldn't go an hour without a cigarette. Because that's how the cigarette smokers I know always got to get a smoke, got to get a smoke, got to get a smoke. Got a text. Oh, and Barry Simon just brought me 5 coffees. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Barry. And he sent me a meme. I'll show it on my birthday tomorrow. Dentist call email if you dare. I'll take a look at it, Barry. Thank you. Thank you. And I think that gets me up to date on that. What else I got here? The text from my dentist. Barry Simon bought me 5 coffees. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. 750. Wow. Wow. And Amy says, I smoked a cigar on the night I got engaged and inhaled and almost vomited. Yeah. Yeah, you inhale that cigar smoke, you might just turn purple. Blue. So we're talking about cigar smoking now. How about that? I'm still 20 minutes behind. So let me start to run through this so I can finish at 8 o'clock here today and get on with my day and make sure I don't forget to take anything with me that I need. I'm going to take a full jug of my, I'm trying to finish what was left over from yesterday. I don't make it fresh every morning. I usually make it in the afternoon. I usually have half of the one I made yesterday left over. I put it in the refrigerator, even though it's in the thermos. It still cools it down overnight. And this is the last from yesterday. I'll mix up a fresh batch, and take it with me. I very rarely, actually, other than the water in coffee, very rarely ever drink water out of a glass or a bottle anymore, just plain water. This lasts me a day. And I think sometimes we do get too much water. But again, I just drink when I'm thirsty and stop trying to micromanage and count. Gary says about cigars, I guess I was so relaxed. I need to be more careful. Yes. Yes, and Rick says, all the old Cubans smoked fat cigars and play dominant. They do. They do, and they get to be old, some of those people, 100+ years old, sitting around. And all the Cubans that work in the factories are always smoking cigars, and they give them so many cigars a day when they work in the factories. That's a culture. That's their culture down there. I don't. It'd be interesting if somebody actually had some real, believable statistics about, with all that cigar smoking, what has it done to their health, and has it done as much damage as the current dietary advice? My answer would be there's no way, not even close. And I always say, when you look back at the 50s and 60s, we always talk about that. We always talk about, look at the pictures of people in the 50s that are on the beach. They're all thin. Look at the diabetes rates, the heart attack rates, heart disease rates in the 50s and 60s. Non-existent. Very rare. Everybody smoked back then. Now nobody smokes and everybody's dying. What changed between the 50s and 60s and now? Well, the answer is obvious. And that's what we're pointing out. And yet nobody puts 2 and 2 together. They're making too much money this way. They go, la, 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 when somebody starts to tell them the truth. They don't want to hear it. Do not want to hear it. All right, I'm running now. I got 5 minutes left. Yes, here we go. Michael Prigler's here, out of the weight room. Hi, Michael. Good to see you this morning. Question. Mitch, I want to say happy birthday now because tomorrow I will be on a flight to my nephew's wedding when you are having a party. Love you, buddy. Thanks. Right back at you, Amy. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, sweetie. And in honor of you, I haven't played one yet today, but in honor of you, that's just something that was left over on the screen. But hang on a second. I'll find it. There it is. I love that. I absolutely love that. So thank you, Amy. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. And we get there, Manny's Gaming, and Amy says, Sue talking to Susie. Yes, yes, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Yes, Lizzie. We want a relaxed Mitch. Well, I get when I get upset and rant a little, but normally I'm pretty relaxed. I try to relax in driving. Too many morons behind the wheel out there anymore, and morons with cell phones on the road are scary. Are scary. Here's that question about cigars and inhaling. Got that. We are catching up, sneaking up on it. And Golden Girl says the melody / music is outstanding. Yeah, both of them are great. Both of them are great. And I'm going to continue to use both of them. Plus, I got my other one, this one.
Well, all right now.
I like this.
Pull up a chair.
This is great to introduce a live stream with.
Grab yourself a steak. And welcome to the show. I'm just an old guy with a YouTube.
I love that. I love that. God, thank you so much, Barbara. Thank you so much. So I got 3 songs now. Holy cow. I got 3 songs. All right, we got to hurry. I got to hurry through this. I can't just keep reading. And this is true. Smoking cigars makes it easier to be on any kind of a diet, because so much of the habit of eating is just putting something in your mouth. Well, pacifiers are great for babies, and cigars are really pacifiers for adults. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Nelslow says, great graph shown on Dr. Nelson Live. You said he points to seed oils beginning around 70. Yeah, there is not a controversy, but there's 2 different schools of thought. That the real decline started with the introduction of seed oils. But seed oils have been around since 1911 when Crisco came out. And I believe that we didn't see in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and even early 70s the increases. And there were almost exclusively seed oils used in everything until the dietary guidelines came out with all the emphasis on low-fat fruits and vegetables. And I believe that it was the lowering of the fat phobia, probably the biggest single. It wasn't the sugar, it wasn't the seed oils. I depart from both of those, and we can show charts. But when the low-fat bullshit came out, human health started to go to hell. That's demonstrable. The sugar and the seed oils certainly had something to do with it. But when we said, don't eat fat, replace it with carbs, that's when the problem happened. So it was the low fat. It may have been the sugar and the seed oils that did all the damage, but it was the low-fat advice that really triggered this epidemic that we have now in diabetes, heart disease, and everything else. My opinion. I got to the bottom of the chat. Bingo. It's the low fat. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is the low fat, and that's why I talk about it so much. about eating enough fat. Try to tell you how I make sure I get my fat every day. And that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. None of us knows everything. Well, I did get to the bottom of the chat right at 8 o'clock. Wow, wow. How about that? Rick comes in and says, Lord is life. Yes. Yes. I found out that I use tallow now on any dry skin that I have. It's the best, basically, hand creamer for dry feet that I've ever seen. It smells like French fries, but because my son made it, but it works. It works. All right, my friends, we're gonna bug out of here on time today. You play a little happy music. Say goodbye to your friends in the chat. I will get on with my busy day and get ready for my busy day tomorrow, starting at 7 a.m. with a birthday live stream and ending up with a birthday party at night. If I hope I make it. After these 2 days, I hope I make it. Sparky Donna says, may the beef be with you. Yes, always, always. Kathy, goodbye all. Happy day, everyone, says Danny. Michael Pregler is waving and flexing. Just missed it. Bye all, says, wow, says Chris. Christy, rather, not Chris. Christy. Super Tunes Chuck from Clearwater says goodbye. Have fun, Mitch, says Danny. Okay, see you tomorrow, says Rick. Lady June, thanks, Mitch. Bye all. See you over there in England. Mike Seal, you have a good day, you too. Tammy Petarch, have a great day, y'all. Thanks, Mitch. You're welcome. Lamb says, have a great day, y'all. So everybody's saying goodbye to everybody. I'm going to try to finish my coffee. Dance a little bit. I got rhythm. Although it may not appear that way because of the delay between, a little delay between the audio and the video. It makes me look like I'm not really doing that right on the beat. I need to make an adjustment to my mixer to compensate for that. I am not, haven't done that yet. I don't want to screw things up. So everybody, my friends, I will see you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. after Kelsey and Bart K go at it. And that's going to be fascinating, so don't miss that. And we'll start the great celebration. Why we celebrate birthdays, I'll never know. But I'll go along with it. Until then, take the rest of the day off and eat meat.